Good morning, students. In this lecture we will see the filter circuits or need of filter circuits. In previous lecture we have seen the different types of rectifier. What is a rectifier, what is the process of rectification. So rectification is a process of converting AC signal into pulsating DC. So what do you mean by pulsating DC? We have seen pulsating DC means at the output of rectifier we will get the DC signal, but that is not pure DC. It has some ripple factor. So the pure DC is not achieved through rectifier circuit. That DC is called as a pulsating DC. Some ripple factor is still present at the output of rectifier. But what is the purpose of what is our purpose? It is to achieve the straight line DC. So the output of rectifier is again we will pass through some passive components which acts as a filters. So with the help of filter we will try to remove some AC components, that means ripple from rectifier circuit, so that we can achieve near about pure DC. So because of this after rectification we will use a filter circuits. So हमने इसके पहले देखा है कि रेक्टिफायर क्या करता है, एसी वोल्टेज को और एसी वोल्टेज और करंट को पल्सेटिंग डीसी में प्रोड्यूस करता है. उसको पल्सेटिंग डीसी क्यों बोलते हैं? क्योंकि पल्सेटिंग डीसी में एसी कंपोनेंट्स रहते हैं, प्योर डीसी नहीं रहता वो, इसीलिए उसको रेक्टिफाइड या पल्सेटिंग डीसी बोलते हैं. अभी पल्सेटिंग डीसी कैसे बोलते हैं? क्योंकि उसमें रिपल्स है. रिपल्स मीन्स एसी कंपोनेंट्स वहाँ पे मौजूद है, प्रेजेंट है, इसीलिए उसे पल्सेटिंग डीसी बोलते हैं. जैसे कि हमने देखा कि रेक्टिफायर सिर्फ निगेटिव हाफ साइकिल्स रेक्टिफाई करता है और जो सिग्नल प्रोड्यूस करता है उसको हम डीसी कहते हैं, क्योंकि वो रेफरेंस लाइन के ऊपर है, टाइम एक्सिस के ऊपर है, इसीलिए पॉजिटिव कंपोनेंट्स है, सिर्फ पॉजिटिव कंपोनेंट्स है बस. बट उसके एसी कंपोनेंट्स टोटली रिमूव नहीं हुए हैं. तो रिपल और रेक्टिफिकेशन के पैरामीटर्स हमने देखे थे. वो पैरामीटर्स में हमने देखा था कि रिपल फैक्टर मीन्स सम अमाउंट ऑफ एसी कंपोनेंट्स आर स्टिल प्रेजेंट एट द आउटपुट ऑफ रेक्टिफायर. So the AC produced by rectifier is not pure DC. This is a pulsating DC, and if you want to achieve again pure DC or near about pure DC, we will require filter circuits. With the help of filter circuit, we will try to remove some AC components from rectifier output. So what do you mean by filter? The filter is made up of a passive component which we have studied in first chapter. The passive components which is used for manufacturing the filter is capacitor and inductor. So the basic property of capacitor and inductor is used to fulfill the aim of filter, or which is used to remove the AC components from rectifier output. So what is the basic property of capacitor? It is used to pass AC signal and it blocks the DC signal, and the operation of inductor is exactly vice versa. It passes the DC components and opposes the AC components. So the capacitor and inductor is used in a filter, and how these components are used to remove the AC components or ripple factors from the rectifier, we will see in this lecture. So filter is used to get some pure ripple free DC voltage. So we can see that the pulsating DC output is shown in our nodes, that is only positive cycles are shown there. This is called as a pulsating DC, and pure DC voltage is shown with the help of straight line. So we will connect our filter at the output side of rectifier. So what are the types of filter? As I said you, the filter is made up of passive components, that is capacitor and filter. So according to that, there are some types. First one is a capacitor filter. So we will connect capacitor in parallel with rectifier's output circuit, which is called as a capacitor filter or shunt capacitor filter. Shunt means parallel. So if we connect a capacitor in parallel with rectifier's output, then it will be a capacitor filter or shunt capacitor filter. Now second one is inductor filter or series inductor filter. If we use a capacitor, if we use inductor for rectification purpose, then we have to connect the inductor is in series with rectifier circuit. That's why it is called as an inductor or series inductor filter. So second type is series inductor filter. Third one is a LC filter, means we are using a combination of L and C, means inductor and capacitor. So in this filter we will connect the inductor in series with rectifier output and capacitor in parallel with rectifier output. So the LC filter will use. Then the combination of CLC filter means two parallel capacitors and one series inductor. Such type of connection is used across the rectifier's output, which is called as a pi filter. And last one is a RC filter, that is a resistor capacitor filter. So one by one we will see how these filters is used to remove the AC parameters from the rectifier output. So first we'll see the capacitor filter or shunt capacitor filter. As I said you, the property of capacitor is to pass the AC components of current, and it DC components, for DC components it will act as an open circuit, or it will not allow any DC component to flow through it. Now the ripple factor is shown, how to calculate ripple factor with the help of capacitor filter. So ripple factor means amount of AC component present in the rectifier's output. So for half wave, ripple factor is calculated by 1/2 root 3 F RLC. F means a frequency of voltage, then RLC means resistor, L means inductor, and C means capacitor. Then same formula is used for full wave rectifier, but instead of 2 we have taken 4. So with the help of this formula we can see the we can calculate the ripple factor of the filter circuits. Then we'll see the working of half wave rectifier with shunt capacitor filter. So you can see that there is a rectifier circuit, half wave rectifier circuit is shown, and at the output of rectifier the capacitor is connected in parallel with rectifier's output, and after that load resistor RL is connected. So whenever there is a positive cycle will come across the diode will act as a on switch, and it will pass the rectifier's output at the rectifier's output at the capacitor. So capacitor, what is the role of capacitor? Capacitor will only allows the AC signal. That's why when AC signal comes across the capacitor, it will start charging, and when DC components will come across it, it will start discharging. So whenever a capacitor starts charging and discharging, it will not goes towards a zeroth position. So you can see that from in waveform you can see that from point 0 to A it will start charging, and from point A to B it will start discharging. So it will not going towards a pi, means positive cycle rises from 0, it got peak, and after peak it will again goes towards a time parameter axis. But because of capacitor it will not happen, it will start discharging, and it will after discharging from point A to B. So the cyclic portion from A to pi is removed from your output. So whenever positive voltage comes across diode will pass diode goes in forward bias, it will act as a on switch, and positive cycle will pass at the output, which is going towards a capacitor, and capacitor starts charging from 0 to A, and after it will discharge from A to B, because charging and discharging is a nature of capacitor, and whatever charge it will store inside capacitor, it will hold for some times. So at the output side you can see it will charge from 0 to A, and it will discharge from A to B. So it will not going towards a time axis parameters, that is it will not goes towards a pi. So that cyclic portion is removed by capacitor filter. So you can see that your AC cycles AC cycles, that is cycling nature, is going to remove somewhere, and it is going towards a straight line with the help of capacitor. So this is called as a filtering of AC signal from your rectifier's output, means it is going to take your output towards a straight line, right? So this is the working of a half wave capacitor with shunt capacitor, half wave rectifier with capacitor filter. Now you can see that full wave rectifier with shunt capacitor filter. Again in this the capacitor will do some same operation, that is charging and discharging. So you can see that when positive cycle comes across the diode D1, it will acts as a forward bias and behaves like on switch. At that time D2 will act as a reverse bias, it will act as a open switch. So positive cycle will get rectified at the output side with the help of diode D1, and when it comes across the capacitor, it will charge, it will start charging, and after charging some voltage it will discharge. So in waveform it is shown that from 0 to A it will start charging, and from A to B it will discharge. Again for next negative half cycle, diode D2 become forward bias, behaves like on switch. At that time D1 will goes in reverse bias, it will act as a off switch. So negative half cycle will get rectified at the output side, and whenever it comes across capacitor C, so capacitor will start charging from point B to C, and it will discharge from C to D. Likewise the cycle will repeats, and you can see in the waveform the cyclic nature of the waveform is reduced, and it is lifted upward side, so that your signal is going towards a straight line, near about straight line. So you can see that the output of filter at the load waveform, at the load resistor, it is only the portion from 0 to A, A to B, B to C, C to D. Likewise it will appear across the output. So most of the cyclic portion is removed with the help of capacitor, and you can see that the cyclic portion means ripple factors are get removed from your output, so it will going to become a straight line, right? So this is the operation of full wave rectifier with a shunt capacitor filter. Then next is bridge rectifier with capacitor filter. Again you all of you know that bridge how bridge rectifier works. The two diode pair is acting together, which is connected in front of each other. That means D1 D2 will work together, and D4 D3 will work together. So to understand the bridge rectifier circuit, you can refer previous lecture video. So whenever positive cycle comes across the secondary of the transformer, diode D1 and D2 becomes forward bias, and it will act as a on switch. So positive cycle will get rectified at the output side. So whenever positive cycle comes across the capacitor starts charging, and after that it will discharge. So in bridge rectifier, capacitor starts charging whenever the pair of D1 and D2 will will acts as a forward bias and it will behaves like on switch. So in waveform you can see that from 0 to A capacitor starts charging, and A to B it will starts discharging. So whenever capacitor start discharging, all diodes are in off position. In negative half cycle, the pair of D2 and D4 and D3 will act as a forward bias. It will behaves like on switch, and at that time D1 and D2 acts as a off switch because it is in reverse bias. So capacitor starts again charging from point B to C, and after that it will start discharging from C to D. So from the waveform you can see that there is a some part of cyclic portion are removed from the cycle, and your signal is lifting towards a straight line, and it becomes pure DC as compared to the rectifier's output, that is pulsating DC. So most of the cyclic portion will get removed from bridge rectifier. Then you can see the next filter is inductor filter, series inductor filter, or we can say that choke input filter, L filter. So the property of inductor used in a filter is it starts it passes only DC components at the output side, and it opposes the AC components from the signal. Again it opposes any change in current. So these properties are used to remove AC components better than capacitor filter. So the ripple factor with inductor filter is calculated by given formula. Then we'll see the half wave rectifier with series inductor filter. So the rectifier circuit is drawn, and in series with diode the inductor is connected. So this is called as a series inductor filter or choke input filter. So whenever a positive cycle comes across the secondary of the rectifier, the diode starts working as a on switch because it goes in forward bias, and it will passes the positive half cycle at the output. So that positive cycle will come across the inductor, and inductor passes only DC components from that output, from that rectifier's output to the load. So you can see that it will directly clip or remove major part of cyclic portion. So it will take only DC components from the rectifier output. That DC components is shown at the waveform of the filter's output. So this will remove most of the cyclic portion because inductor only passes the DC component from the rectifier output. Then next circuit is full wave rectifier with a series inductor filter. So whenever positive cycle comes across the secondary of the rectifier, the diode D1 acts as on switch. It will goes into forward bias, and at that time D2 is in reverse bias. It will act as a off switch. So positive cycle gets rectifier at the output with the help of diode D1. That positive cycle will come across the inductor, and inductor allows only DC component from that rectified output, and the DC component will get passed at the output side. So you can see that from the waveform from 0 to A to B, B to C, C to D, this portion is only filtered, this portion is only present at the output of a rectifier. So major part of the rectifier rectified output is removed, that is 80% part is removed from the rectifier's output, and at the output you will get the pure DC as compared to rectifier. Then bridge rectifier circuit is shown in figure. Now you can see that the inductor is connected in series with the bridge rectifier. Whenever positive cycle comes across the secondary of the diode, secondary of the transformer, diode D1 D2 is in forward bias. It will act as a positive cycle, and positive cycle will gets rectified at the output, which will goes towards the Inductor allows only DC component from that positive cycle. And during a negative half cycle, the diode D3 and D4 becomes forward bias. It will act as on switch. At that time, D1 and D2 pair will remain off because they are in reverse bias. So negative half cycle will get rectified at the output side, and inductor allows only DC components from that cycle and passes only DC components at the output side. So in rectifiers, in filters waveform, you can see that the major part of cyclic portion, that is major ripple components, are removed from the rectifier's output. So your DC is now near about straight line. So you can see that the pulsating DC is also filtered with the help of inductor and capacitor.